Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ dódódódó. Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ dódódódó. Maiyegun ti dé o, ọ̀rẹ́ ará yìí. Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Maiyegun já wa sí. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Bó bá ṣe àní Maiyegun máa wí. Ó sì tún ṣe wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Maiyegun diary political. Godfatherism.
Sorry, I'm trying to like get ready, right?
Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làwa mọ̀. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràgì. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràgì. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràgì. Lórí Facebook. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràgì. Lórí YouTube. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràgì. Ọba bá gbé wúrẹ́. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràgì. Ìjọ ìbádìyẹ. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràgì.
We are starting soon.
Ẹ̀sìn tó bá rú sí o. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràgì. Ìgbó ní ìná gbówó jẹ. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràgì. Ọlọ́pàá ti ta ìfà. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràgì. Aṣòfin tí ń fi òwò. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràgì.
Good evening and welcome to Maiyegun's Diary tonight. So this is Maiyegun live, and to all of you who managed to watch this live, thank you. And for those who are going to see this video later, thank you too. You can make your opinion known as usual. Yeah, it's a free word, but we'll say it the way it is, and then I will call this part 1. Okay, so it's going to be the part 1 of what I'm going to still do tomorrow. But before I go into the details, I've got something I want to show you. Let's start from how they turned them to one sec. Yes, how they turned Oshiomole, Antinoiku, or Tifnumbu, or Jagawiri, Jagabandit. Now, let's watch this video. This is where it all started from, when they take over and I jack power from them. That's what happened. It is over. But what they want to do now is to stay within and destroy APC within. So, but before we get to that, let's start with this.
As a former 2-term national secretary of the party, I know the party very well, and it's all about doing justice to every member of the party, because without justice, there won't be peace. And it is all about team playing. I'm a team player. I have a team, a capable team that can work with me. And if you don't manage crisis, obviously crisis will manage you. So I won't allow any crisis to fester henceforth. And the other question is about the process of convening this NEC. And I want to tell you that it is a continuation. it is a continuation of last notice that was issued, and we said we have adjourned. Now, that's the continuation of the last adjourned NEC meeting. Yeah, all the notices were issued accordingly. So in no way we are in any aberration. And the other question that specifically mentioned the name of one of our leaders, Asuwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, a founding father of this party, this party, we're all together to rescue this party from all this. Nobody is happy with the situation under which the party is now operating, because we are in courts for various problems and crises. So this decision was taken by NEC to address some of these issues. So nobody is targeted and it is against nobody. So Asuwaju is one of our leaders of this party. He's the founding father of this party. That's what I can say for now.
Duration of office.
Yeah, his duration of office is for 6 months, within which we will do whatever we can as enshrined in our constitution to ensure that we strengthen the party and cap it up with the convention.
Did you see that game? It's a game, and if you are politically smart, then you know what they did there was Oshiomhole was doing the right thing, and he was being backed by Tinubu to do all those dirty jobs, all those going after people, selling of party forms and the rest of that. Now, the reason why I'm actually going to talk about this tonight quickly is because something happened when they wanted to take over their Almajiri jihadist party, APC. They had to do it inside Aso Rock, a fortified house whereby nobody uninvited would be allowed in, or else you get yourself killed. So they now sent invitation. This is a party matter. It has nothing to do with Nigeria, not their party. So they had to hold the meeting where they hold every executive council meeting, state of the council of state meeting, where they decide what happened in Nigeria. So they had to bring their Almajiri Jihadi party in there. And in order to stamp authority on it, yeah, they had to make sure that Bokuwari was put before camera to send a warning to everybody. And this is what happened. Immediately, they realized that the crisis they wanted to leverage on is on. And it was an opportunity to cut Tinubu to pieces and not, wait till later date, until 2022 or so, whereby they won't be able to be in control anymore. According to many of them, some of them in Lagos, you know why they support Oshiomhole and his criminality? It's simply because he is protecting the interest of Jagabandit. So, the Northern Cabals, they call themselves, the only three people behind this whole thing are El-Rufai of Kaduna, Kayode Fayemi of Ekiti, their own Attorney General right now anyway. So 3 people behind this whole madness to get Oshiomhole out and then get to Tinubu himself, that later came out to deny the fact that he is loyal to Tinubu. The illegality they committed, I'll tell you. People who are not in any way, right, authorized by their own constitution or their own fake constitution or party constitution. If you are an elected public official, you cannot hold party post. That's an illegality that a normal, intelligent Tinubu will point out. And in fact, that was what they pointed out. They decided to go to court when they sacked them after that meeting. Malami, who happened to be Attorney General of the country, Minister of Justice, they had to drag him into the council chamber to swear in this governor that spoke just now. That person that spoke now is the new caretaker chairman of APC in Nigeria. And they did that to give, it's like a military style. It's like a coup. So if you no agree, go fight, whatever come after you, you will deal with it. That governor was never supposed to hold any public, party position. But now that you are no longer in democracy, you are now in military rule in Nigeria. They appointed a sole administrator for the party, and they gathered those they believe are behind the whole thing, put them in a room, endorse that, called the Attorney General to do swearing in for a state governor to become acting chairman of a ruling party. And they said it's going to be that chairman for 6 months. Now, this is the message that prompted Oshiomole, to quickly say they are withdrawing all cases. They know that it is illegality. They know, but their party is party of illegality anyway. Now, the reason why they had to withdraw is this. After the whole coup was done inside the council chamber, fortified chamber, they had to put Bokwari on camera so that he will be the one to send a direct message to Tinubu, that is Tifnumbu, to Shiomoli, and the rest of those who might want to act funny. They will go to jail. In fact, they will be further this, for now, the Bokwari and this jihadi government, they have managed to silence those they could call opposition, Abi. Now that there won't be much opposition to go after or stop him, he's going to go after those who call themselves the powerful people inside APC, starting with Tinubu, who believe that he's already hijacked the party by making sure Oshiomole become the party chairman, despite all the corruption charges against him, corruption allegation against him as a former governor of Edo State. So Bokwari had to make this video. This is the video that forced Tifnumbu to give out that press release you all read today. It is a press release to say, we received the code, sir. We dare not question you. In fact, you are 100% legit. This is the video Buhari sent to them. That if they try nonsense.
At this time, it must be made a resolution of the party, which must be effectively enforced with dire consequences for members who choose to ignore the directive. Furthermore, in order to effectively resolve all disputes currently plaguing the party, I am recommending that this meeting should carefully consider and pass resolutions on how to effectively deal with the current issues confronting the party. Accordingly, this meeting may adopt the developed resolutions as contained in the agenda and pass resolutions including A. Approving the immediate discontinuation of all pending litigations involving the party and its members. B. Ratifying the primary election conducted in Edo State. C. Dissolving the current National Working Committee. And D. Appointing caretaker extraordinary convention planning committee for the party. I believe that the issues facing us at the moment are very serious, and as such requires that we take very firm and clear decisions that will be in the interests of the party.
Did you read that? Did you follow the tone he used? There will be dire consequences for any party member that challenges the new order. Buhari is the president and is now, is their national leader. But I don't know if he has the authority to announce the dissolution of the National Working Committee. But what I know is that they don't have that caretaker extraordinaire, whatever I called it, in their constitution. It's not there. But now, the likes of progressives like Tifnumbu, the fake progressives from Lagos, he dare not challenge it. Oshiomole was made to quickly go and give a press release to say he is withdrawing all cases to challenge the dissolution of the National Working Committee. which he happens to be the head, to dissolve a national working committee, everybody must be there, including Oshiomhole, which happens to be the suspended, maybe not Oshiomhole anyway, but the faction of Oshiomhole, they sent all of them away. They were not allowed to enter Aso Rock. They didn't even try to go because they were not invited. They sent them away. Now, the dear consequence you heard in that reading from Buhari is the dog whistle. Listen, guys, this is it. Those guys from his kitchen cabinet, they are finished up. And the job is that it is time to cut Tinubu to size. It is time to get the party on our side. It is now time for us to decide what will happen and who will get what in the party, not what Adams or Oshiomhole and the Bodilon are cooking anymore. Now, that is hijacking the party. Then he didn't find any APC governor from the south to be made the caretaker extraordinaire to replace Oshiomhole. He didn't find any. They didn't find any southern APC governor. They have governors in Lagos. So they have governors in Ogun. They have governors representing Osun. They have governor in Ondo. They have governor in Ekiti. They didn't pick any southern governor. The plot is clear. Now, for those who understand that, including Tinubu himself, no be today they don't deal with him. And no be today they don't feel like maybe it's not that bad. Don't worry. Everything will soon finish. It will soon finish its tenure and it will soon be our time. That is what many of them are relying on, including the illiterate Lagos Abobaku, the Osun Alimajiris, those half educated or poorly educated morons that would think Tinubu is fighting for them. They caged him. First, he has no say in who become what in Buhari's government. They ensured of that. Even when they managed to pretend to give him the position of FR, what they call them, FIRS, Federal Inland Revenue Service, that they brought this guy that they later chased away, and he's been accused of stealing as well, Fowler. Fowler. So they cut him to size. They make him believe that even when he wanted to say he is the national leader, national this and that, it was El-Rufai that told him, listen, there is nothing like national leader in APC. There's no position called national leader in APC. You are nothing in APC other than just a area commander. You know, Tinubu is more or less like the local champion, like Adedibu. You know Adedibu? The only difference between him and Adedibu is that he became governor as a thug. Adedibu installed governors as a thug. So it's not different. It's just a local thug that can win election for them. That's what they need him for. Okay? The picture of national leader, you know that picture of national leader, someone that will say anything. They are massaging his ego. Like practically, is absolute nothing. The only place he tried to think, to pretend to be in control is Southwest. He's not even in control of Southwest. He is struggling to keep Lagos together forever. That is why they will ensure that those thugs they are harming every election time, giving money to, will never cease to exist. And as long as they exist, he will continue to install who become governor in Lagos State. He has no real say in who become governors elsewhere. Many times he's tried his best. Many times people have tried to align themselves to him. And the moment they get out, they always make everybody clear that he did nothing. He never had any real homage or respect from any government or any governor of either ADAPC or whatever outside Lagos State. But they all pretended to be giving him that massage, that ego massaging, right? That makes him feel like they say, oh, Tinubu controls Southwest. He doesn't even control Lagos State. In Ogun State for 8 years, the governor there was Ipekunle Amosun. Are you with me? In 2015, he sent someone down to Ogun State. His name is called Solomon Adeola Yayi. For some of you are from Lagos West. The guy said he is from Ilaro. Tinubu sent him to Ogun State. He couldn't make a push. Are you with me? For that 8 years of Amosun, he has no say in what is going on in Ogun State. For 8 years of constituted authority in Oyo State, Tinubu had no say in what happened in Oyo State. And that's a fact. Throughout the 8 years of Aregbemubo, Aregbejegbese in Osun, we know that even to this day, it was just to protect the legacy of expansion, the fake expansion that they managed to win through courts at the time. It doesn't control anywhere. So the national leader they are calling him is a mirage that they are now getting tired of. They've told him point blank, you're absolute nothing. He begged to even see Bokuari, the lifeless one. And whenever they needed him, they pop him up, give him the quick access, take pictures so that he can go back to Southwest and continue to claim he's their leader. But do you know what they did to him now? He always said, or they always claim that he's the founding father. They like to do that to make him feel better. A founding father who has no say in what happened in the party, whereby everyone in the party are always up in arms that to say, you will never control us. Now, they are finally taking it over. They are going to be monitoring him. They are going to be watching him. They've cut him to size. It's back to Lagos. That is why in Lagos State right now, because the federal money, the Abuja national politics, that all the Donda heads that keep popping them up on social media would love to associate with. The Abuja connection, the Abuja build-up that they thought they were investing in 2015. Yorubas are supporting this, Yorubas are supporting that. The fake pledge that they were making at the time, it all came back as complete BC, complete loss. You know, when they say everything comes back as BLLB, Boshelo, Loshebo, they are back to Lagos now, struggling with the resources of Lagos, stealing as much as possible to quench their thirst. Now, the people of the government of Lagos State, as rich as they claim to be, they are unable to pay salaries. Now they are blaming the contractors. Who are the contractors? They are the party leaders. The leader of Loma, the contractor in charge of Loma in Lagos State, is Lagos State APC women leader. So what is the difference? The Yaloja of Lagos State, the woman that collects tax from every trader in Lagos State, whether you are Hausa, you are Igbo, you are Yoruba, if you own any business in Lagos State and they tax your money, the Yaloja, the person that is collecting the money, is Folashade Tinubu's daughter. So what is the difference? Your life, you're living within there, then you create this hoopla, the party is gone. 2023 election is gone. What is left now is going to be the full backbiting, where everybody will be pushing, okay, if I'm not going to get it, you are not going to get it. But the difference is this: none of them will have the confidence to go outside and challenge Buhari and say what Buhari did is wrong. Imagine you watching me right now, as educated as you are, as enlightened as you claim to be, right? If a decision is being taken in a party, should that be taken by the people in government? Today, Garbage Shehu, Femi Okunu Adeshina, Malamu, Attorney General, even the Mumu that spoke just now, the governor Muni or Mumu or whatever he's called his name, all of them are trying to point at one thing, the same thing we are talking about. It don't finish for Tinubu. Why are they addressing Tinubu in particular? You know why? Because they don't want to make it look like, yes, we have done it. Now, go and do your worst and see what will happen to you. So they don't want to make it look like that. But meanwhile, they are watching him now. Your Tinubu is more or less like a prisoner. Showore is more free. Showore is freer than your Tinubu right now. Do you know why? Showore can post on Facebook and say, this is how I feel about Nigeria, despite the fact that the terrorist government of Bokuari is using their fake court led by Tanko Technicality, the plane driver, your chief attorney general, your chief justice of Nigeria, the Babalawo Ife. Despite all those fake laws they are using to hold Showore down, Showore will still speak his mind. No law is holding your Chief Numbu Jagawiri, Jaga bandits. No law is holding him, but he cannot say the truth. You know what he said? He said, I am loyal. That is what thugs say when they meet a tougher thug. Buhari and his gang, they are terrorists. They will kill you. But before they kill you, they will ruin you, destroy you completely, publicly disgrace you, then finally kill you. Tinubu is over 70. the guy is, is health-wise, is, is more or less like a half chicken too, that can just be plucked anytime if care is not taken. Spending a lot to stay alive because he's getting that free, free medical care paid for by the Lagos state government. Now he would dare not go to jail. If he does go to jail now, he's going to die there. And Buhari, that has 3 years to go, can deal with anybody now. El-Rufai, the short man devil, the Kaduna little finger, he knows how to deal with powerful people that believe, powerless people, so to say, that live above their ego. He knows how to do that. He knows how to deflate ego. And we are still waiting for those who is going to deal with him. 2, Kaduna little finger knows how to use their usual northern connection to deal with an erring, overzealous southern thug. They know how to deal with that because they will always work with those they know you better. And in this case, they are working with a war strategist, a man that studied war strategy. He had degree and masters in war strategy. Kayode Fayemi of Ekiti, the man that is genuinely dealing with Tinubu right now. You know, one thing about them is this. I love the fact that whenever they want to deny, whenever these things pop up, they love to deny. Meanwhile, their actions, their deeds, and all of that will be pointing to the same thing that we are saying. When Obaseki and Oshiomhole began their wahala 2 years ago, they were denying. Oshiomhole turned, to him, he turned Saraki to internally displaced politician, turned Atiku further to internally displaced politician, turned Kwakwanso to partially exiled politician from Kano, turned many other people he called enemies of Buhari. He fought Buhari's enemies, and he turned them to internally displaced their politicians, only for the same powerful Oshiomhole to be displaced by a world chairman. Now, world chairman displaced Oshiomhole. Now, small, they say now from scratch, big wound they start before he escalated if he's not taken care of. Now, world chairman suspended Oshiomhole. Now, the thing where the Kaba for Abuja leveraged on. And today, Oshiomhole is history. Tinubu's 2023 is history. Now, everybody's going to go back to backbiting themselves to further help us destroy themselves. So, Oshiomhole, that's how they were denying, 2 years, no wahala, they have settled. At some point, they even said some powerful people were calling to settle the problem for them. Today, we don't hear the story. Oshiomhole don't turn to history. He himself don't turn to internally displaced politician under Buhari. Tifnumbu, they've sent him back to his Lagos since 2015. But because of his greed and the short-sightedness, he fell for them again in 2019, thinking maybe they would now want to at least respect him in a way and let him enjoy from his own criminal investments in this whole jihadi business, right? He fell for it. Here we are, a year into that trap, a year into the next devil, Oshibajo, Ikene Shatabandu, the fake Pastor Ruga, Agbowoni Babaoja, the man that they later turned to special advisor to Buhari on a condolence visit, burial arrangements, and then, money, trader money. That's what they turned him, they turned Oshibajo to. Why they sent Tifnumbu back to Lagos to continue to go and milk the mumu that they call themselves, wisest Lagosians, the Lagos Abobakus, to continue to milk them. Why they live in shanties, in slums, why they live in areas that ordinarily, even in Syria, where we have a civil war, they are living better than 90% of Lagosians in Syria, where they are having war. So go back to Lagos and continue to be your regional champion, your local champion. Meanwhile, an average Buhari din or Buhari didiri, Buhari did not do or Buhari did not. an average Buhari Shuku or Ngoziari or Nekari, obedient fool, humbled slave, or sophisticated moron, or even this programmed premium Buhari, Dim Buhari did living abroad. The the Mumu lecturers, the Bele lecturers, and the Mumu Madus. They didn't know because they have no clue that they have relegated him back as a local champion back to Lagos. Ministerial appointment, he doesn't have a clue. What is going on inside Aso Rock, he has no idea. What is going on in Nigeria, he knows what is going on, but he dare not speak about it. Now they've taken the battle to him. And instead of him to at least be a man, Tinubu, be a man, stand up, say it the way it is. Fulani men are killing people. In fact, they came to Yoruba land and they began massacring and killing people in Yoruba land, ransacking so many villages in Yoruba land. They even killed the leader of Afenifere, Pafa Shoranti. They killed Funke, the daughter of the Afenifere leader, the Afenifebis. Tinubu and co went there, including other APC criminals. They went to Ondo State to ask where are the cows. If you say she's killed by Fulani men, where are the cows? That is what the man, some of these Oponus, some of these Ajirebis, Ebiwanus, Alatenujes, these Oraisas, these crumb chasers, these guys who want to use this tribal, this tribal ignorance of theirs to leverage on and defend a criminal called Buhari, called Tinubu. Yoruba land is bleeding economically, security-wise. Even the youth themselves that are turning to Facebook adsmen today, turning to Facebook bandits today, as vuvuzelas for politicians in Yoruba land, they became so because of the economic destruction of Yoruba land by the likes of Tinubu. Now today, some of them are claiming that Yoruba first. Tinubu is claiming Nigeria first. He claimed it in his letter, in his newly released loyalty letter to Buhari, that I am loyal, sir. All right, sir. You are right, sir. All correct, sir. To Buhari in the face of this impunity. So some of you who are shouting Oduduwa Republic, I'm talking about some of you Tinubu's lapdogs, some of you crumb chasers who are using, because your name bears Yoruba. Do you not know that in Yoruba land, we have two types of Yorubas? We have the Omo Okos, we have the Omo Alis. We have those of you that from time immemorial, you are going to be like your own forefathers, the Afonjas of this Yoruba land. And the Afonjas of this Yoruba land are not those who are supporting evil alone, including those your leaders who have sold you off. Tinubu believe in one Nigeria. You idiots and morons are calling Tinubu your leader, and you want to do a republic. Does that make any sense to you? Or you are just choose to be, an army of retarded morons deliberately? It's by choice. Tinubu wants one Nigeria. Some of you want Tinubu to be president of Nigeria. At the same time, when you read a post about Biafra, you will begin to masturbate in public. In order for you to sound like you have intelligence or you actually have any sense in you, you will begin to shout to do a republic. Igbo people should leave Yoruba land because that gives you the mojo. Meanwhile, your leaders sold you off for peanuts, for the position of akara and bread, while the rest of you are languishing in poverty from one poverty to the other. Employment, get. Stable electricity, babu. For 20 years that Yorubas have been ruling Yoruba land since the return of to democracy, unemployment and poverty have skyrocketed from what it used to be to over 700% now, 20 years after. Family value destroyed. Children, young children are now breadwinners in their homes. This cut across everywhere in Nigeria, but I'm addressing you idiots that think probably if Tinubu become your president is when you will begin to have 24 hours electricity. Well, a state that has never been ruled by any other state in Yoruba land is called Lagos State. And it is actually the richest state after the entire country. The state that generates the biggest revenue after the federal government of Nigeria. The state whose budget is modeled second to the national budget of the federal government of Nigeria. Whenever you read about the budgets in Nigeria, of Nigeria. The next one to it will be the Lagos State budget. They have the money. They plunder the money. You see them getting rich and wealthy and all of that. Why the rest of you are languishing and getting poorer and poorer? You watch your children growing into poverty. Many of you are worrying about what is going to be the end of it. If anything should happen to you right now, as a Yoruba man in Yoruba land, do you have the prosperity to sustain your own family members, to sustain your children, especially when you are no longer here to fight and defend them? Security-wise, can your family feel safe when something happens to you and you are no longer here? Or you want to wait till you become a victim too? Well, it's your choice. Those who want you to blame others are your enemies. Those who are asking you to support Tinubu for 2023, they are your enemies. They are the enemies of those who want to extend your poverty. They want to extend your suffering. They want to extend your agony. They want to extend the terrible situation they've managed to push you in today. They won't change. What they couldn't change in 20 years, they will not change it in 4 years, not in 80 years. You know why? Because if they change it, they will go poor, you will go rich. And that is something they don't want to do. So you can abuse me, you can attack me. But the truth is that he is no longer in charge. He is now one of the spectators. The people who will decide on what to happen in APC, they will always be the people from the inside the coffin of Buhari in Aso Rock there. Tinubu will continue to fight for the peanut to survive himself until he dies in Lagos. Except when they stop him in Lagos State, his pension, his livelihood and everything will continue to rely on the Lagos State resources. That Abuja dream, that Abuja mental case that all of you are running mad on Facebook, even he himself came out and said he had no dream of running for president in 2023. He denied too that he wanted to be vice president of Buhari before they stopped him as Muslim ticket in 2015. But guess what? Whether he wanted to be president, whether he was not interested in becoming president, the truth of the matter now is that it is buried. Okay? You Lagosians that are shouting Otoge, Otoge, now all of you are supposed to go gather now. One way or the other, they have taken away the weapon he will use to continue to oppress and suppress you. He is no longer in charge. He will become desperate very soon. And you will begin to see his hands, the frustration of his own hirelings in the press. You know he has his own press. He has The Nation. He has few other platforms that will continue to speak on this action. Even though they have said they have accepted what Buhari said, they will never do anything. They've obeyed. No questions, sir. You will begin to read in the news, the nations, the news, and all this media platform. Serious attack on the Boko Haram. All of you should get ready. Maiyegun will always be on the standby. And when that time comes, we will come here and all of us will do like this to laugh at them because they are watching me right now. They are like, what's your business? What's your business? My business is that your camp is going to self-destroy. You will self-destroy. We will watch you self-destroy. We will watch your leader destroy themselves. We will watch all of you melt down on social media. We will see that and we will all laugh like this, throw our head down like, you get that? So if you are watching me right now, just do that because that's what we'll be doing to them from now on. When they begin to dance naked in the public, we saw it coming. We will leverage on it. And whenever they begin to melt down, whenever they begin to cry, just do like this when you read their comment live. Then just throw your head back. Just like that. Thank you very much. I'm going to bed. I'll see you some other time. Tomorrow morning, tomorrow's sermon, Sunday's sermon. Don't miss it if you have the chance not to. Thank you very much for your time. I'll see you some other time. Good evening.
Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ ọ́ làmọ̀ dódódódó. Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ ọ́ làmọ̀ dódódódó. Maiyegun ti dé o, ọ̀rẹ́ ará yìí. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò nílẹ̀ o. Bó bá ṣe àní Máyégún máa wí. Ó sì tún ṣe wàá gbọ́ nílẹ̀ o.